shaping future today.
I'm there to teach the children about the environment, their impact on it, and anything having to do with nature.
What are my kids going to say about me in 2050? And I want them to say Dad did the best he could.
The organizational structure that we have come up with, the way we write the rules, and the way we use human motivation to a common bond creates a balance.
Smart innovation begins with our partnership with nature.
I envision looking onto urban landscapes and seeing these walls of vegetation in it and making our urban environment a greener and healthier place for future inhabitants, for our children.
Being regenerative, it actually is following the ecological systems that where one thing feeds into the next in a beautiful cycle. And in this contributive way where not only are you taking what you need, but you're also giving back even more than that.
Smart innovators know that business is changing.
In a regenerative capitalism system, you might be willing to take a little bit less profit, but you're trying to take care of the natural systems and the human systems on which your wealth is based.
We are really trying to help both the NGOs and the corporations overcome the cycle of demonization that occurs between the two sectors. These two sectors have the greatest ability to come up with a solution and then bring that to government to advance a policy change that will be good for society, good for the environment, good for the economy.
If people start thinking about how wasting resources are costing them money and polluting their environment, then they will have more incentive to do it.
Where are you going to get your resources? Just because they're cheap from Korea or from India doesn't mean that's a good way to get your resources. Is there someplace locally to get your resources because it's a lower impact to the overall economy?
Entrepreneurs said that they needed standards in the marketplace that could be putting a stake in the ground around what is socially responsible, what is environmentally responsible. How do we tell whether a business is just marketing themselves as green or sustainable versus let's see how they're really doing and actually have a score.
The innovators that can weather that sort of pattern, those that roller coaster ride, and really focus more on the successes and build on those successes are the ones that ultimately are able to take their ideas and drive them into innovations that then can be applied in the marketplace to help drive that change.
In today's world, buyers hold power.
We like to see more people advocating for change because that's essentially what Consumer Change is. Consumer Change is a website that enables people to advocate for change.
As consumers, and I'll borrow a term from Alvin Toffler, we can become prosumers, producing consumers, meaning that you could put solar panels on your roof, or you could put mini wind turbines in your backyard, or gather biomass and have a nice digester of some sort. You can create enough electricity to perhaps power your own house, perhaps power some in the neighborhood, perhaps sell back to the grid.
For sustainability to be achieved, it must be taken to scale.
Sustainability doesn't work but with just institutions alone or even individuals alone making change. You have to have systemic change.
We have to look at every single thing we do and make sure that everything we do make can be recycled on the other end into something that is very useful. So we've got to look at it another way and say all of these products have to pay off. So for us, the most important part of green is the green that the customer saves.
So the idea is to bring transit back into people's lives, give them alternatives to the automobile, reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and actually improve the social environment for people by connecting them, not only with each other, but with the services that they use as well as their work.
We want to actually use technology, which is a cause of a lot of the problems, along with the benefits that technology brings, and then put it to work to also fixing the problems and making, cleaning up the environment and making life more sustainable.
Within and across all industries, collaboration is key.
We've learned how important it is to build relationships and have networks. And I think that goes true for any kind of businesses, innovative or otherwise, that you've got to have the network and the relationships out there to make yourself a success.
The innovation you have has to fit into a group. It has to fit into our national legacy systems. It has to fit into how businesses finance. It has to fit into how training is done.
We have the ability to connect and collaborate and communicate and share data and knowledge and information from just about anywhere.
And you're also part of a community that by reducing our energy use is going to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions.
They can see that we're in it together, that to have a vibrant economy that has a lot of clean tech and that has healthy air and high employment levels is what comes out of this kind of collaboration. So there's very nice tangible results that improve the quality of life, improve the economy, improve business opportunities, and that people are just waiting to be invited.
This has been Innovating Smart, bringing you stories of sustainability for tomorrow's innovators. Explore all of our stories at innovatingsmart.org.